Where the hell did you get this watch?
You want answers? You want anything else? You get them when you put down the gun.
Look, I see your man on the roof with a sniper rifle. How good's his aim? Where'd you get the watch? Where'd you get the watch?
Don't do anything!
So the guy Rick's holding is firmly in the freeze response, which occurs when the amygdala flags an extreme threat, but the brain determines that the fight or flight response are not viable options. It then suppresses motor output through circuits involving the basal ganglia system to reduce unnecessary movement, minimizing his profile and making him appear non-confrontational and non-threatening. He is utterly terrified here.
I have this! You just put it down! You put it down! You want to listen to me? There's a lot of us.
Where did you get the watch?
I got it off of a dead one. I didn't think he'd need it.
What about the riot gear, the poncho?
Got the riot gear off a dead cop. Found the poncho on a clothesline.
Gareth, we can wait.
Shut up, Alex.
You talk to me.
What's there left to say? You don't trust us anymore.
Gareth.
Shut up.
Gareth, please.
It's okay. It's okay. Rick, what do you want?
So Gareth is doing what's called a hand clasp here, and folds his arms over his crotch area, and this is a method of self-regulation. The physical contact in the hands, as well as the arms over the torso, produce proprioceptive feedback, helping calm him down. He is nervous here, despite his calm and controlled exterior. Meanwhile, Rick is in a state of extreme arousal, and has his mouth wide open to take in more oxygen, as his defense mechanism has become activated, whilst at the same time, he makes excessive eye contact with Gareth, as a method of threat appraisal.
Where are our people?
You didn't answer the question.
What the hell is this place?
These people. I don't think they're trying to kill us.
No, they're aiming at her feet. There. Here. Go!
So Rick now performs rapid head movements as a way of threat scanning. When the defense mechanism has been triggered, the locus coeruleus releases hormones to heighten arousal and sensory activity, which generates a strong urge to make rapid head movements to scan the environment for potential danger.
Drop your weapons! Now!
So everyone here is expressing psychomotor agitation, and can't keep still as their bodies are flooded with stress hormones. Their defense mechanisms are hyperactive, increasing physiological arousal and muscle tension, which is then discharged through the restless movements. Meanwhile, Rick, as the severity of the situation sets in, deliberately looks at Carl, with Darrell and Michonne following. They are realizing that they have failed him.
Now! Ringleader, go to your left. The train car, go. You do what we say, the boy goes with you. Anything else, he dies, and you end up in there anyway.
So Rick's nonverbals are interesting here. He appears calm, but this is just the motor suppression taking over. What he's actually expressing is hyperfixation. His brow is tense as he stares at Gareth, whilst he also expresses an increased respiration rate with his mouth wide open. He's desperately trying to find a way out of the situation to save his son. His slow and deliberate movements are because his brain is restraining his motor output.
Now the archer. Now the samurai. Stand at the door. Ringleader, archer, samurai, in that order.
My son!
So after shouting "my son," Rick immediately does a lip press and tenses his mouth. This is emotional suppression. He is still in a state of hyper-alertness, and his defense mechanism remains active. His brain is still restricting all non-essential motor output. He knows that they're in extreme danger, and that shouting could be perceived as confrontational, so he immediately suppresses himself afterwards, as a method of restraint to avoid appearing like he's challenging them, and also to avoid leaking his emotions.
Go, kid. Ringleader, open the door and go in.
I'll go in with him.
Don't make us kill him now!
When Gareth says don't make us kill him now, Rick distances himself before looking back towards Carl. This is a method of psychological self-protection, diverting his attention in an attempt to regulate his emotions and maintain control. Meanwhile, Carl has his mouth wide open and is also showing strong motor inhibition, remaining firmly in the freeze response. Being forced to walk in this state is incredibly difficult, which is why he moves in such an unusual way towards the carriage. He is actively fighting his brain's attempt to suppress his movement.
Rick?
You're here. You're here.
So it's interesting. Glen's respiration rate spikes here when he realizes it's Rick. Glen, like the others, are in a state of extreme arousal, with their amygdalas highly active, but when seeing Rick, his brain reappraises the situation, and he feels a surge in safety. This leads to a partial parasympathetic rebound, where he feels a wave of relief seeing his friend and feeling hope.
They're our friends. They help save us.
Yeah. Now they're friends of ours.
For however long that'll be.
No.
When Rick says no, the group all look towards him, as his defiance provides them with hope. leading to them experiencing an orientating response. As everyone realizes that there might be a way out of the situation, they are all showing signs of elevated respiration and stress, and are still in a high arousal survival state. Hearing Rick's confidence introduces a brief shift in appraisal, and even though the threat remains active, he gives them hope, which is why he's such a good leader.
They're gonna feel pretty stupid when they find out.
Find out what?
They're fucking with the wrong people.
So Rick is expressing strong brow and facial tension here, as he's actively assessing the situation, whilst everyone makes strong eye contact towards him, despite many of them not knowing who he is. He already solidifies himself as their leader, and is the only one here coming up with a plan of action. He shows no visible fear or stress, and is in a highly controlled state of the fight response, focusing on problem solving under extreme pressure. It's a really detailed and well acted scene.